Hi, my name is Justin Yomart, and welcome back to the CNT podcast. Before we get into anything, let's look at card of the week. Today's card of the week is this Wander Franco auto, graded a 10. It is a super cool card that I recently got, and is one of my favorites in my collection. It is not available for trade or for sale at the moment, as I have a lot of faith in Wander Franco, and I'm going to be holding on to it for the time being. Now, if you actually want to see this card, head over to my Instagram at Cards and Talk to see it. It will be linked with the new episode post today on there. Thank you all for listening to Card of the Week. Now, let's get right on into this week's episode. Now, today I'll be doing mid-season awards. I know it's a little early, but I want to get mine out there before you saw anyone else's. First up, we have AL MVP. My mid-season award pick is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. With his 18 home runs and 333 batting average. He has been one of the most electric hitters in the MLB, let alone the AL. He's been dominating and helping lead the Blue Jays this year, along with his teammates Bo Bichette and Marcus Semien have all been great, but he has been the best. Now, at the start of the year, I was not expecting this from him at all. I did think he would win an MVP or two in his career, but I was not expecting it this soon. Next up, we have Cy Young. Now, he was my pick. It was between him and Vlad for MVP. I'm him finishing second in MVP, but first in Cy Young. We have Shohei Ohtani. With his 2-1 record, is not the greatest, but he also doesn't get a lot of run support, and his ERA is 2.76, which is very nice, but what the stats really don't see is he's been dominating on both ends of the ball. He's been crushing it, but more importantly, he's been pitching very well. He's getting a lot of strikeouts, and he's just been almost impossible to hit at all. He's been very electric on the mound and at the plate, and honestly, I would not be surprised if we saw him win MVP as well, but I personally think Vlad is better there, but his pitching has been absolutely nasty, and he definitely deserves to be in the conversation for Cy Young. Next up, we have Rookie of the Year. I have Yermin Mercedes with his 7 home runs and 241 batting average. Now, this is not insane stats, but it is still very good. And Yermin, he's been another electrifying player to watch. I just hope that his manager, Tony La Russa, doesn't sit him for too long after the 3-0 pitch incident. But he's been super fun to watch. He's been a great player. The White Sox, I'm surprised it took them this long to give him a shot. He's been very good, and I think this will be the best year of his career. I feel like he's just off to a hot start. I don't see him continuing this for many years, but still been very good, very electrifying. Definitely up there for a Rookie of the Year candidate. Next up, we have the Manager of the Year. I have Alex Cora at 37-25 as he is the manager of the Red Sox. They've been amazing. They totally surprised me out of the gate. They have one of the best records in baseball, and they've been winning games. I expected them to be one of the worst teams after trading Benintendi this past offseason and Mookie Betts 2 offseasons ago. This team was a World Series champion in 2018, and then they fell off the map after 2020, letting a lot of their key players go and trading one of the best players in baseball, top 5 player, and not getting a whole ton of return. But JD Martinez, who's also located in the MVP talks, has been killing it for them. They have a top 10 catcher in Christian Vasquez, arguably top 5. I put him in the top 5 personally. They've been killing it, and you can't say it's not help from the manager. Alex has been great. Was not expecting the Red Sox to be this good. They're killing it. I do think they will make playoffs now, and I do not expect this train to slow down anytime soon. Now, my final award for the AL is Reliever of the Year. I'm giving it to Trevor Rosenthal right now. With his 11 saves and his 3.4 ERA, he's been a great closer. He's been very good. He's been dominant. He's been getting the job done. He's been closing the games out, which is exactly what you want from your closer. I mean, Reliever of the Year is not the most fancy award. It's not it's not your MVP, but it's also an important award to get because it shows you were the best reliever in your league, which is always something very important. Most most championship teams have a good closer, and he's been one of the best. Not the best. The best I have winning it in the NL. We'll get to that shortly. But he's been great. Now, let's move it over to the NL. My MVP in the NL, it's a lot closer race than the AL in my opinion, but right now, I'm giving it to Ronald Acuna Jr. with his .284 batting average and 18 home runs. He's been killing it, and I'm pretty sure at least 5 of those home runs have been over 440 feet. He's been crushing the ball all season long. He's been super amazing, really fun to watch. He's been one of, if not the best player in the NL. I don't think he's been the best, but I feel like the best is my Cy Young winner. And it's really hard for pitchers to win MVP. The only reason I think Ohtani has a shot as a pitcher is because he's also a hitter. Very hard to do both, but Acuna, killing it. My pick for MVP as of right now. Best player in the NL, hands down, Jacob Degrom. He has been beyond what he has been. Every year he's gotten better. And every year, he's been the best pitcher in baseball, and I will continue to say that. He's 5-2. Again, he doesn't get a whole ton of run support, but he has the ERA is 0.62, meaning on average, he doesn't even allow in a run. He has been insanely good. He has proven yet again he is the guy. He is the best pitcher. In my opinion, Garrett Cole doesn't even come close to him after what Degrom has done this year. Yeah, he's been hot for a bit, but that doesn't even matter when you play this well. A 0.62 ERA is mind-blowing. Degrom has been the best player in baseball this year, hands down. I'm saying it. He's been the best. And he has Cy Young locked in. I don't see anyone coming close to beating him out for it. Next up, we have Rookie of the Year again. The rookie class in the NL, pretty good this year. I mean, I'm going to give my dark horse for it as well. Quick dark horse, Patrick Wisdom has been killing it for the Cubs. I've been a big Wisdom fan since he came to the Cubs, but after he got called up, he's played out of his mind. This is completely mind-blowing to me. I didn't expect him to be anywhere near this good, but he is not my pick to win it. My pick to win it, the Cubs' rivals, Dylan Carlson with his .265 batting average and 6 home runs. He's been playing really great, especially for a rookie. He's doing big things and great things, and I see a huge, bright future for him. And that starts with Rookie of the Year this year. Maybe even an MVP down the line. Maybe. I mean, point is, he's been killing it. He is definitely... He's not the hottest rookie in the NFL right now, but he is the best. He's had the best year. Patrick Wisdom is the hottest rookie right now, playing out of his mind, hitting home runs almost every game. Wisdom's on fire, but I think Dylan Carlson has this one. Just beat him by it. It's very close. It's a very close feat. I'm not going to say it's not. Next up, we have Manager of the Year is of the Mets, Luis Rojas. 30-24, leading the division, one of the best in baseball as well. This division is a very good division, and it is one that they are winning right now. Even with the new addition of Francisco Lindor absolutely struggling out of the gate, he's picked it up a little, but not nearly as much. However, Degrom, like I said before, he's been dominant. This is the best year of his career. He is helping this team immensely, as well as other key pieces. And they are the best team in their division, and I think they will end up winning the division fully. And I do think Lindor will get back on track. I don't think he'll be an all-star, but nor do I think he'll have a high batting average. But I think he'll get back on track enough for them to make some noise in the playoffs, like I predicted. I predicted them to make the World Series at the beginning of the year. I do not stand by this statement anymore, but I wouldn't consider it out of it. I definitely think there's a small chance that they could, but definitely they played, I want to say they played great, but they're playing well enough where they are leading the division and they've thrown things around from last year. Next up, the last award we will talk about, Reliever of the Year for the NL, the best reliever in baseball this year, hands down, with his 15 saves, 0.72 ERA. Craig Kimbrel of the Chicago Cubs. He has been killing it all year. He heavily struggled the past few years, and I expected the same out of the gate this year. He went I believe it was 15 games before he allowed a single run. He's cooled off a little bit, but still, his 0.72 ERA is still impressive. Not nearly as impressive as Degrom's, but his 15 saves is amazing. He has been a great closer for the Cubs, and is a big reason of their success, which, again, shockingly, I was not expecting this to be that good, but I do love watching the Cubs when they win, which they have been. Big part to Craig Kimbrel, so I definitely think he'll win Reliever of the Year as of now. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. If we get to 200 before the end of the year, my brother will get CNT tattooed on him. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode.